I left my heart in the atmosphere, somewhere between the sky and my breath. Not because I wanted to forget it, but because Earth felt too small to hold what I feel for you. The air up there is quieter. It listens without interrupting. It understands emotions that words fail to explain. So I trusted it with my heart. Every night when the world slows down, when lights dim and voices fade, I look up and feel lighter, as if part of me is already there, floating, waiting, loving. The atmosphere remembers me. It remembers the nights I whispered your name into the dark, hoping the wind would carry it gently to wherever you are. I didn't fall in love loudly. There were no grand announcements, no dramatic confessions. I fell in love the way the sky changes color, slowly, quietly, so naturally that no one notices until it's already beautiful. Some loves stay on the ground. Mine learned how to fly. It learned how to exist without touch, without certainty, without guarantees. It learned patience from the stars and loyalty from the moon that shows up every night even when it's broken. I left my heart in the atmosphere because that's where you live in my thoughts, not as a memory, but as a presence. You are there in the calm, in the space between thoughts, in the quiet moments when my soul feels understood. The sky knows how much I love you. It has seen me stay awake long after the night should have ended. It has watched me smile at nothing because I was thinking of you. It has heard my silence and understood it better than words ever could. Sometimes I imagine you breathing the same air, under the same sky, maybe unaware that my heart is already near you, hovering, hopeful, whole. Distance tries to convince me that love needs closeness. The atmosphere teaches me otherwise. Love doesn't disappear with space. It expands. It stretches. It adopts. It finds new ways to exist. Just like the sky, always above us, even when we forget to look up. I learned something important when I left my heart up there. Love doesn't need control. It needs trust. So I trusted the wind to be gentle with my feelings. I trusted the clouds to carry my unspoken words. I trusted the stars to guard what I couldn't protect myself. There are nights when loneliness tries to pull me back down, when the silence feels heavy and the ground feels cold. But then I remember, my heart isn't here. It's safe. It's floating. It's free. I didn't lose my heart. I placed it somewhere higher because love deserves space. Space to grow, space to breathe, space to remain pure without being damaged by fear or doubt. The atmosphere doesn't rush love. It lets it exist. It lets it drift until it finds meaning, until it finds peace. And every time I feel overwhelmed, I look up and remind myself, my heart chose the sky because the sky never lies. I wonder if the atmosphere recognizes your soul the way mine does, if it feels different when you walk beneath it, if the air softens around you the way it does around my thoughts. If love had a sound, it would be the quiet hum of the night sky. If love had a shape, it would be endless. If love had a home, it would be where my heart rests now, above fear, above noise, above doubt. I left my heart in the atmosphere because I wanted it to love you without expectations, not asking for forever, but being ready for it, not demanding answers, but trusting the timing. Some people hold love tightly until it breaks. Mine I set free and watched it become stronger. When the sky turns dark, it doesn't mean something is wrong. It means stars are preparing to shine. And when love feels quiet, it doesn't mean it's fading. It means it's deep. If one day you ever feel calm for no reason at all, if the air feels kinder, if the night feels softer, maybe that's my heart passing by, still loving you, still choosing you, still floating, peacefully. I don't know where this love will lead. I don't pretend to know the future, but I know this. What I feel is real, and real things deserve open skies. So I left my heart in the atmosphere, not because I was afraid to love, but because I loved deeply enough to let it breathe. And every time I look up, I smile, because I know exactly where my heart is. And sometimes I ask myself why love chose the sky instead of the ground. Maybe because the ground is heavy with expectations, with rules, with endings. The sky asks for none of that. It simply allows things to exist. So my heart learned to exist there. Up there, love doesn't need answers. It doesn't need clarity. It doesn't need guarantees. It just needs space. And the atmosphere gave it that space. Wide, endless, forgiving. I left my heart where nothing presses on it, where no one tells it to hurry, where it isn't measured by time or outcome. It beats slowly there, calmly, honestly. People think love is loud, that it must announce itself, prove itself, fight for attention. But the deepest things in life are quiet. Gravity doesn't scream, stars don't beg to be seen, and real love doesn't demand, it remains. There are moments when I feel you without trying, in the stillness before sleep, in the pause between thoughts, in the way the night air touches my skin like it already knows me. That's when I know my heart is still safe up there. I imagine it drifting gently, not lost, just free. It doesn't ache the way it used to. It doesn't fear the way it once did. It trusts. The atmosphere taught it patience, taught it how to wait without feeling empty, because waiting with love is not the same as waiting alone. Every night, the sky closes its eyes with me, and in that shared silence, I feel something rare, peace. Not because love was returned, but because love was true. I don't ask the universe to bring you closer. I only ask it to keep you safe, because love isn't about possession. It's about care, even from afar. If love could choose, it would always choose openness. It would choose honesty over intensity, depth over drama, stillness over noise. That's why my heart didn't choose the world. It chose the atmosphere. I know now that love doesn't need to be held to be real. It needs to be respected, protected, given room to grow. So even if our paths never cross the way stories promise they should, even if timing never aligns perfectly, even if silence remains, my heart will never regret where it chose to stay, because loving you taught it how to breathe. And if one day, far from now, you ever look up and feel something warm, something gentle, something familiar, don't question it. That's just my heart, still floating, still choosing love, still floating, peacefully. I didn't leave my heart behind. I placed it somewhere higher so it wouldn't forget what love is supposed to feel like. I left my heart in the atmosphere where love doesn't fall apart, it expands. And every night, under the same open sky, I breathe and feel whole.